Because on behalf of the federal government and the states, I'm sure that we are ready to partner with the people. He's a man we can trust, and I believe that that is why he has come. There can be no better time in our kingdom, in the state, than now, because we need that peace so that things will move. May God bless the people of Gbaramatu Kingdom. May God bless the joint nation. May God bless the state and the federal government. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa. Your Excellency, before we invite our Vice President, the Honorable Minister, our own we are sorry, Your Excellency, the Minister was to speak before you, but because he's from Abuja, we want to bring up Dr. Ibe Kachiku, the Honorable Minister of the State for Petroleum, a man that has the ear of his people, a listening man. Thank you.
Aketekwe, Agadaba, He is Zion, He is Zion, He is Zion. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so Osinbajo, GCON, Your Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, my brother Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, serving senators here present, serving House of Rep members here present, traditional rulers here present, especially leaders of Mandep, members of the Ijaw National Youth Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely love your outfit today. Flying into Gbaramatu and seeing all of you colorfully dressed, I felt a sense of pride. I first want to thank His Excellency, the Vice President, for taking out time from his very busy schedule to begin an orchestration visit to the oil-producing communities. This is the first of very many visits. Today's visit will cover Gbaramatu, we will touch the Maritime University, and then we'll go to visit the law for it briefly, and then we go off to PTI to meet all other traditional rulers and citizens of Delta State. When he returns from abroad, we'll continue that visit to Akwa Ibom State, to Bayelsa State, to Rivers State, to my brother Imo, who said they've also found oil and in fact they are producing. But the whole essence of the Vice President's visit is to make it very clear once and for all that the presidency does not have an aversion against dialogue. As a matter of fact, the little progress we've made in this area has been a lot of dialogue taking place behind the scene. I do hear Pandef and everybody saying that we now need to give a lot of momentum to this. I think the Vice President's visit, at the instance of His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, will give him an opportunity to take a first assessment at things that we see. Now, this is a very beautiful place. I am not sure that even those of us from Delta realize the blessings that God has bestowed on us. Forget the resources, forget the talk of infrastructure, forget the participation in oil. Just look at the sheer vegetation here. The vegetation is deep and dense and green and pure. The sand is white. White represents purity and chastity. The water is deep and blessed. The riverine areas are deep and resource-filled. The people are gallant and royal, and they walk with a lot of dexterity and royalty. The air is pure, And in a time when all kinds of manners of diseases are all over the place, you can at least breathe fresh air from here. My dream for oil-producing communities is not just in managing the resources that God has been kind enough to bestow on these lands, but that we will take a second look at the huge opportunity for tourism that exists in these localities. In December, I was in my mother's place in Oguta, where I was conferred with a chieftaincy title. And just looking at the terrain, the aquatic terrain of the place, I asked myself why one wouldn't fly over to Oguta once every month just to spend some time. But you don't have to go as far as Oguta. Here in literally every oil-producing community lies unbelievable touristic resources that can transform this motherland. But I ask all of you to please join all of us in the search for peace. Because without peace, the dreams that we have in terms of the Maritime University, in terms of the gas center in Ogedengwe, in terms of all the fairly huge job potentials that oil companies can bring, will be a mirage. Today, as the Vice President steps here, I am sure that he's going to bring along not just his authority as Vice President, but his blessings as an anointed pastor to begin the praise process. I thank all of you. He is Zion. He is Zion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for the Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, I'm sure you meant eyes on. It's the way it was written for you, so you decided to say His Zion. We understand, sir. Your Excellency.